Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Foreign Football Forecast, the best podcast on YouTube, the best podcast everywhere. It's again your co-host Patrick Monaghan. I'm joined by Luis. Luis, dímelo, brother. ¿Qué lo que?
What a great week. This is probably to any of my Colombians out there. I'm sorry, but the topic is coming up. I don't even got to say the score. I don't even got to say the game. But to all my Ecuadorians, you know what's about to be discussed. Even my boy is wearing he's repping. He is repping. So, bro, what's good with you, Patrick?
I'm feeling pretty good. This has been a crazy week.
Crazy week, man.
So we're going to talk a lot about Ecuador today, but just so you guys know, we're going to kind of split it up into two. We're going to do recap for you, and then we have to mention the Ecuador game. So just a quick little recap for you guys. We got Brazil with 12 points, Argentina's 10. Brazil's been going crazy. Ecuador third, doing incredibly well, got 9 points.
9 points.
Got Moises Caicedo and Helmena, got 2 assists each, and Moises has, I believe, 4 goals. Paraguay's I think he has.
Estrada
has 4 goals.
Yeah, with 3 goals. 3 goals.
Yeah, it's 3. Got Paraguay has 6 points. Uruguay 6. Chile and Colombia got 4. Venezuela 3. Peru, sorry to all the Peruvians. I don't think this is going to go on. We got 1 point, and Bolivia's got a point. So, got pretty inconsistent, to be honest. Like, not exactly what I was expecting, but
Brazil, man. It's Brazil, like always. Sincerely, I feel bad for Bolivia and for Venezuela. One, because Bolivia has that. No. Venezuela has a long keeper. Fighting yes, kid is a beast. I don't know if you've seen him play, dude, but that kid is pure talent. And then Bolivia has one striker, which I always get his name mixed up. Marcelo Martins, or is it Moreno? What is it? I can't hear you.
It's I want to say it's Marcelo Moreno. Yeah, Marcelo Moreno. Yeah, he was doing quite well for them.
Yeah, man. It really sucks though, but today's episode is gonna be basically on week 4 of the qualifiers. So that's what we're really gonna talk about. But first, let's start off with that one Venezuela versus Chile game.
Let me ask you a question. I've seen a Chile squad that's become extremely reliant on, at this point, on Vidal. Vidal, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 goals, and he has, I want to say like 60% of their goals or it's something like that.
It's something like that because, okay, so since we say Vidal, did you see that goal he scored against Peru?
Yeah, I saw the goal against Peru.
I don't know, dude, if that I don't know, because a lot of people are saying that the Gonzalo Plata goal against Colombia is better than that one. But sincerely, dude, what Vidal scored was just outrageous. I don't like him personally. One of the 3 players in South America that I can't stand. That goal was nice. But yes, Chile has lost rhythm. And, I knock on wood because, my country is in CONMBELO, but Chile has lost rhythm. They're not the same how they used to be. Alexis Sanchez isn't the same player anymore. I don't know if Gary Medel got called up. Claudio Bravo, he barely gets any playing time in Man City. Alexis Sanchez, well, I don't know if I mentioned him already, but Alexis Sanchez just isn't the same player. Eduardo Vargas, he's not how he used to be back in the day where he was like not the best striker, but he was a good striker. So, yes, definitely Chile right now, from seeing them, they're basically in some trouble because their good players are starting to get old.
And it's not even like just that, but it's mainly the fact that they've gone through their cycle. I mean, we're looking at a Chile squad that when it was Copa America, they were going crazy, They'd won 2 in a
Yeah,
row. Alexis Sanchez, I want to say, is about 30 or 31 years old now. Vargas, I want to say, is around the same age. Vidal's a little
around
bit
this.
older. Bravo's a little
Yeah,
older as well. I mean, they haven't really refreshed, if you will. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Can
So
you
that
honestly name like a Chilean player that's come onto the world stage and in European football that's been excelling recently?
well, at a young age,
At a
no.
young
But
age.
yeah, at a young age, no. But one, it's Vidal. Vidal, yes. You
Vidal's
know,
been incredible.
Vidal is just, Arturo is an animal, bro. That's no doubt about it. He's an animal. You know, Sanchez, after he left Arsenal, he was basically passed around. I wouldn't even say passed around. He was only passed around to two teams. But it was just the biggest mistake he could have done. Like, you go to Man U and you do horrible Man U. Like, there was nothing good about the man in Man U, sincerely. But then you go to Inter, and now, you're like, it's very tough to get a spot there because, you have El Toro Martinez and you have Lukaku as attacking. So, yeah, Chile is in trouble. Ecuador's next game is against Venezuela, but then right after Venezuela is going to be Chile. And not every game is easy, but Chile if they really want to get points, in my opinion, not just because we won 3 games in a row, Chile will most definitely not be getting points in Quito.
I
If
don't think
Ecuador,
so.
if Ecuador one, because of the altitude, two, because these players are young, motivated, and that's if we play with the same squad, not calling up any old heads like Antonio Valencia, um, any of our old defenders, none of those old heads, like those bad strikers. I feel like if the coach does good on calling up players, Chile is not getting any results in Quito.
And the thing is with Chile, Chile's been very just kind of the definition of like
Mm-hmm.
más o menos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They got a zero, the goal differential is 0. They've picked up, they're at right now 4 points. And then the same thing in many ways, Chile and Colombia have been similar, right? Both have the goal differential is 0. They both have
they've been
four
similar.
points. They've both been kind of flat. Frankly,
Yeah,
when it comes to
this is
Chile,
and this is the thing.
I don't think that Chile's going to pick up points in Ecuador. I really don't. Not
Yeah,
with the way you guys are playing. You guys have scored
this
13 goals. You guys have been crazy.
yeah, like that's the thing about it. But let's talk about trying to follow the script here. But let's talk about Colombia and the straight to defeats. One with losing in Barranquilla against Uruguay. And then, I'm sorry, but, with all due respect, trying to keep it professional on our page, the ass whooping in Quito. But first, let's go to the loss that they took against Uruguay. I didn't see the game because, right after Ecuador won, I sincerely I didn't have any interest in watching any other game. But I was looking at highlights. They had all the players in there. Yeremina, David Ospina, Juan Cuadrado, James Rodriguez. You know, there's something going on in Colombia. And maybe Colombia, I think, has hit their peak. Maybe. Maybe. Because, reason why I say they might have hit their peak, well, I can't really say that just because my team is doing good and now they're doing bad because, bro, it's only been 4 games. There's so many more games that's left to play,
That's true.
you
And
know? But
I think it was poor defense in
I
both
I don't
cases,
know.
though.
Poor defense, but okay. So 3-0 against Uruguay. We beat Uruguay 4-2, but without a Kalani. But the thing is, still, you know, we played in Quito. Colombia had that advantage. Well, I don't know if it's still hot in Barranquilla, but I heard that playing Barranquilla is super super hot. It's like very humid over there. Ecuadorian players look purple once they get they look purple. They look purple as hell, bro. When we wear well, our away jersey now is actually gray. It's not like black or like navy. We actually have
I
a
remember
gray.
when it was the Navy.
Yeah, like I remember when we lost 3-1 to Barranquilla. Dude,
Looked like
what?
Barney.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, those are like fucking great Jolly Ranchers. I'm like, oh my god.
Honestly, though, and it's like, okay, you think about it, you played in Barranquilla, so it's hot as hell. Then you're going up to Bogota. You're trying to play in Bogota. You're going up, and it's like 30 degrees, and it's November. It's high as fuck. So it's like, okay, what are you gonna do when you're Colombia? First of all, you should have the advantage. Number one. Number two,
Yeah.
I don't know what formation that. I don't know what he was thinking with Quiroz, but their problem is with Colombia. They're the type of selection that if Colombia doesn't score, their defense plays way too far up. Their midfield was
Yeah.
okay, but he was trying to put Cuadrado in almost like a wing back position. I think he had Cuadrado at right back, if I'm not mistaken.
But isn't that what Cuadrado plays in
No,
at Juve?
he's sometimes, but he's more of a winger, so it's not really meant to be. And then I think they put in what did we say? It was Murillo and Davinson Sanchez, I think, were playing center back. I think that was the two. They were played awful. I
Yeah, no.
honestly, I
They
was thinking Ecuador. When I saw them play Uruguay, I'm sorry, I thought that Uruguay was going to be a lesson learned. But if anything, I don't think they've learned. I think
no.
Colombia and Chile are going to
They
have issues
they
scoring
yeah, like that's the thing
going
though, dude. I
forward.
mean, it's gonna be a problem for them because I don't really know any young Colombian players right now. I mean, they used to have Juan Quintero. You know who Juan Quintero is, right? The one
Mm-hmm.
that scored the free kick in Russia, and I think he plays in River Plate. They're not calling him up. Falcao just isn't the same player anymore. I don't know if he's getting any results in Turkey and Galatasaray. But not even results. I don't know if he's doing anything with I don't know how his stats are, with goals, minutes played, assists.
It's
But
been okay,
it's been
but
okay, yeah. But the thing is, it's not like compared. So that's the thing. It's with Chile, they kind of have that one player, which is Vidal, that's trying though. Because the thing is about Chile, they're gonna perform and try their best no matter what. Um, because I'm actually thinking right now. So they lost the first game. They tied with Colombia, beat Peru, and okay, that makes sense. All the 4 points, okay, yeah. So that's the thing with Chile losing against Venezuela. That's a problem because this is Venezuela's first win.
and that's a big let's actually talk a little bit about that because that's a really big win for Venezuela. And they
Yeah.
haven't been as bad as people thought they were. They're not. The two
Mm-hmm.
things that have caught my eye have been this. Really a couple things. How poor Peru's played and a pretty decent performance from Venezuela. In all actuality, I think Venezuela's going
Okay,
to be a little
so
tougher.
from seeing comments because I follow CONMEBOL on IG,
Yep.
people are saying take Peru to CONCACAF. I'm just like, all right, the
I
disrespect.
saw that. That was too much.
That was too much,
That was
bro.
too
Even though,
much.
I will be honest with you. Like, I don't know what happened to Peru now. I mean, I guess this is another thing too. A lot of old players and not young players. So that's another thing that basically that these teams have in common. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of a lot of expectation on good players that can still play good right now, but won't play good in maybe 3 to 4 years from now anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if Chile were to qualify, they can still depend on their Vidal, their Vargas, their Sanchez. But going into 2026, going into a future Copa America like Ecuador 2023, because I think Ecuador is gonna host a Copa America in 2023. I don't think they're gonna like even perform at this point anymore. Like they have a Copa America this summer, which has been very weird because I think there's like 6 teams in one group for this next Copa America. But Brazil definitely. Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, Neymar still. You have Casemiro. I mean, it's Brazil though.
But Brazil's
Argentina
got
is
3 clean sheets, and Argentina's got 2 clean sheets. Argentina
yeah.
and Argentina
Ecuador
Brazil always revamp though.
Ecuador could have had 2 clean sheets, but it's the damn penalties. It's those damn penalties that kind of like
True.
screwed us up against Uruguay and Colombia. But you know, so what happened? Not what happened. So that's the thing. Argentina right now, not too bad. They have Dybala. They have El Toro Martinez. You know, they're fine. They're eventually gonna find players. Ecuador, just damn it. Estrada, Moises Caicedo, Gonzalo Plata. That's something to look forward to. Leonardo Campana, even though he hasn't been getting PT, but I just really want to see him start in the game. But Ecuador has a lot of young players. Estupiñan, a lot of them, bro. Just like a lot of good young players. Like, you know, Mena is pretty old now. But you could say Ecuador right now has a very good young squad. Like, I think the oldest there is like 24, which is Estrada. I'm older than Plata than Gonzalo by 3 years, bro.
Sheesh. This is the
Like,
depressing thing about watching football.
I mean, the funny thing is this. People ask me, what were you doing at 19, bro? I was playing FIFA, and I was getting excited because I got my career play to like a 92 overall. Wow, this man Gonzalo Plata's over here like playing in Cristiano Ronaldo's boyhood club. It's just crazy, dude. And I'm proud of that kid. I'm just super proud of that kid, man. Like, as an Ecuadorian, I really like, you know, I pray to God, you know, like I really pray that all these players focus on soccer. You know, none of that dumb shit where, you know, getting drunk after like, you know, getting eliminated from the Copa America or a World Cup, not you know, hiring hookers to hit up your hotel room, because that's been a problem that we've been having. None. Like, I remember for the World Cup qualifiers that we had problems with like Arboleda, Joao Plata, I think, is related to Gonzalo, but Joao Plata used to play in the Salt Lake City Sounders.
I forget. It's not the Sounders, but Real Salt Lake. Real Salt Lake. That's it.
Oh yeah, Real Salt Lake, yeah.
Real Salt Lake.
So
Okay.
so it was Enter, Arboleda, him, and another player. They actually snuck out. It was our last 2 games in qualifiers, which was Chile and Argentina. And you know, we had to beat both teams to actually qualify, but you know, it was done for Ecuador. You know, after performing so poor, after starting off super strong, um, you know, they snuck out of training just to go drink. So I really kind of think about it. You know, with these young players, I really pray that their health and everything stay on top, that they play and get minutes at their, you know, from their clubs, and you know, they just focus on soccer. You know.
They're gonna need to too. I mean, it's I understand the feeling of like, okay, want to celebrate or something like that, but I think the game's actually become more disciplined from the time that when we were growing up to now. I think players have actually become more disciplined than it used to be.
I mean, they need more discipline though, dude.
I
Like I
feel
said, you
like
know, this coach that we have, now, you know, he's he's not something to mess with, man. You know, like he's trained Boca Juniors. That's basically what we needed. That's what we needed from all along. A Boca Juniors, like River, Boca Juniors, like one of those kind of coaches, because they know what they're doing.
I agree. Now we're gonna go and just take one quick break, and then let's get deep into the Ecuador game
That'll
and a
probably be
little
our. That'll
bit.
probably be our. Yeah, that'll probably be our final one because.
And welcome back. It's time. I've got the jersey. I've got the Ecuadorians with me. Let's talk about this Ecuador. This
Talk about it.
unbelievable 13 goals scored Ecuador. This unbelievable team. Not the
Unbelievable, man.
fanboy.
I'm I'm excited. I'm excited because, dude, it's only Well, basically, in the last two games, there's only been two old heads. I'd say, with all due respect to my Ecuadorian players, like our goalie and Angel Mena. But Angel Mena probably still has a good maybe 4 years left in him to perform. And Ender Valencia, but Ender Valencia actually came out positive with other two Ecuadorian players. So, but he's still one of those. But I feel like we should keep those three experienced, aged players around because, just to keep them around. But talking about Ecuador, man, Estrada, our defense, Arriaga, Arboleda, Estupiñán, Plata, Moises Caicedo. It's great. Like, it's super great. Like, we have some options on the bench as well, like John T. Fuentes, a kid that scored the best goal of the U20 World Cup. I mean, but he's not. I mean, he plays in LAFC right now, dude. But just a squad with experience.
How much of this? Sorry to interrupt, but how much of it is coming from the U20? Is that the period that put you guys in where you're at right now?
I mean, bro, I think let me actually look at the U20
I mean,
Ecuador 2019. Hold on, give me a second because I actually need to look at this.
I'm just looking at it too, and I like the way that the formation was because one thing I noticed about Ecuador, they had a really, really good job of possession. Really, really good with like link up play. It was like end of the game.
Yeah.
End of the game, they had maybe 55 or 60%, but they were really good with those just short little through ball passes and patience. And then it seemed to me, number one, it seemed like they were almost always in the final third, pretty disciplined. I mean, yeah, I know they had the penalty, which,
yeah,
okay, whatever, but not, I mean, other than that, it was really strong play. I think they had 5, 6, 7, something like that corners, playing really well with the link up play too. I was really impressed with the way they were playing.
So from what I'm looking right here, Patrick, I only see like two players that's come from there. But let me actually look at Ecuador national team right now.
That's the only thing that I'm wondering about is because I was looking at it and I didn't recognize too many players from that, but I'm thinking.
All right, so basically players that are young. Pervis Estupiñán with 22 years. Gonzalo Plata, 20 years old now. Michael Estrada, 24 years old. Arboleda, 29. That actually sucks to see. Moises Caicedo, 19. Arriaga, 26. Campana, 20. Who's a no one's been? Pedro Perlaza, he did play. 29.
And what's going on too with the fact that it was defenders was scoring? Is this a product of the formation, or is this a product? What do you think this is the product of?
It's just at this point, man. Like I guess against Colombia, due to with the way that they played, everybody was just getting their turn. Like I mean, with all respect, but I have dark humor and I'm a humorous person, but Colombia was basically that one girl that does anything with a guy. Everybody got a turn on them, bro. Every player, like it was just surprising. It doesn't even fucking surprise me. I mean, it doesn't even it wouldn't even surprise me if our goalie would have fucking would have stepped up and fucking scored on them like around the 88th minute. If we would have been 5-1, and maybe if the goalie decided to be a dickhead and go up a little bit to the attacking box and just bang
Rene Guita type of vibe.
Basically, bro, or Claudio Bravo, or Bravo when he used to play in Real Sociedad. You remember the free kick?
Yeah, I do. Bro, man, they were going crazy though. That's the one thing I'm just looking at that and I'm like, damn,
dude, it was just everybody got a turn on him. But I actually want to look at our lineup. But the thing is this: so now with upcoming games against Venezuela, we have Plata out, but we play in 3.5 or 4 months. I'm about to go back real quick to Safari, but I just want to kind of show my face so people don't forget how I look. I'm kind of ugly, people, but I gotta show.
Se
All right,
puso la
but
máscara, bro.
so basically, um, I don't know who's gonna get called up at that point. You know, our coach is doing a good job on on calling good players up. I mean, it kind of sucks. I just kind of like came to find out that like a lot of our, some of our players are pretty old. I mean, well, maybe Arboleda and Perlaza, but we'll find solutions. Like I mean, I'm just really used to our like starting 11 now. But against Venezuela, I won't be able to say it's an easy game. Just because we won these 3 games doesn't mean anything. Look at the old Ecuador from 2015 rolling into 2016. Like after being 4 games unbeaten and beating Argentina 2-0 at home and Argentina, Ecuador had to be on their game. They had to play every game like a final. They have to use a similar formation and starting 11 in every game until we hit the points that have us already locked into Qatar. Even when we're locked in, I really feel like, dude, that's gonna help us out in the ranking. So instead of us just saying, all right, you know what, fuck it, let's just use whatever kind of squad. Once we hit 20, 21 points or whatever, Ecuador just got to keep going. But against these 2 upcoming games, Venezuela, I'm actually scared because after they beat Chile. But Chile and Quito, I definitely see this game as another upcoming ass whooping. If Chile maintain the same and Ecuador maintain the same and Chile's playing in our home, Ecuador's whooping their ass. I can see that game. Mark my words, 4-0 or 5-0. This will be a game where Chile will not get any luck attacking against us at all.
I agree. Not agree with 4-0, but what I think is going to happen is this. And let us know in the comments below, but I'm going to call it this. I'm going to say it's going to be picking up 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not going to be an easy 6 points, because one thing that I don't think that's been discussed, and I don't think they've been getting the credit. Venezuela is not some just little easy out. Yeah, it's going to be tough in Quito for Chile, but we can't. I just feel like you can't just go and throw in the towel. We can't just say, okay, it's done. But this is something I'm looking forward to, and frankly, the one storyline that I'm looking forward to seeing and what I'm keeping track of is I want to see who's going to be top 3 after we see the matches in March and after we see what happens, because I think after that is going to be very telling of who's going to be able to qualify or not. That's
the
what
best
I think.
thing. Definitely. The best thing to do right here, even if Ecuador finish off the whole thing right now, like the next week of basically, okay, so if Ecuador finish off the next week of qualifiers, the next upcoming week of qualifiers with 4 points, that's solid as hell. Like, okay, so if we beat Chile, I would most definitely say that Ecuador is going to go back to the 2014 qualifiers Ecuador, where they didn't lose a single game at home. They never won away. They tied against Venezuela and Bolivia in 2014 qualifiers, but they won't. And Uruguay too. I remember that's when Chucho Benitez was still alive. RP to one of our best strikers. But I would say that if Ecuador get at least 4 points with tying in Venezuela and beating Chile, Ecuador will most definitely at that point, it'd be best to get 6 because, like I said, that just really calms everything down to that point. But if they get 4, that's fine. That is most definitely fine. Our next 2 games after that, after the Copa America, will be Ecuador in Brazil, and that's if Ecuador, okay, I'm just gonna say this shit out. Like I said, it's not even good to like jinx, but I'm praying to God. If Ecuador would have tied against Brazil in Brazil, mark my damn words that Ecuador is qualifying for that damn World Cup at that point. And
Really?
anywhere else, if Ecuador
Okay.
tied, if Ecuador tied, in Brazil, I really feel like that they should have a problem playing away against any other team in South America at that point. We already lost Argentina by penalty in Argentina.
Fair point. Fair point.
You know, and we play against Colombia, and Colombia, our objective is to go win in Colombia because last qualifiers they beat us both Quito and Barranquilla. Against Uruguay, I don't know about Uruguay because that one will actually be a very tough game.
We're gonna
But
see. We're gonna have to see. I'm interested, and I think,
so
like I
Patrick,
said, I think it's gonna be Ecuador.
quick question. You name me the top 5 teams are going to finish up at the end of the qualifiers. Well, number 5, I mean, number 5 has to play playoffs. But you name me your top 5 teams in order from 1 till 5 that are going to finish with qualifiers. You tell me.
All right. This is gonna be the way to conclude. So number 1, I'm going with Brazil. Number 2, I'm going with Argentina. Number 3, I'm going with Uruguay. Number 4, Ecuador. Number 5,
Paraguay.
yeah, you do. I was gonna say it.
Paraguay. Yeah. Okay. In my opinion, I don't blame you for saying that. I see it like this. Number 1, Brazil. Number 2, number 2 will be Ecuador. Number 3 will be Argentina. Number 4 will be Paraguay. And number 5 will be Uruguay. While Colombia and Chile almost got it. And I just don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what in the hell is going on with Peru, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, they had their same coach. They played the final of the Copa America last year with Brazil.
And they've done well against Brazil too, by the way. Like they've not been.
I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird to me. Like, I don't know what in the hell is going on.
This is something that we're keeping an eye on. Got more South American football coming up. Always a pleasure to be able to talk.
Yes. Hey, for anybody out there, before ending off the show, I don't know if it's just me. When your country's doing good in the Euro qualifiers, CONMBELO qualifiers, I love international break. Like, God damn it, I love international break. Dude, I love international break, dude. Like, right now, dude, with the way Ecuador has been performing, I'm a big Madrid fan, but, dude, Madrid could, like, be in relegation, but with, like, Ecuador, like, playing so well, dude, like, if it's an example. If Madrid were to be in relegation, but Ecuador playing the way they are right now, dude, I don't even think I would even care, bro, because it's just, like,
international hits different, though. It's just, like, the way I feel now with the U.S., like, just be actually like, okay, damn, I can finally be happy to be a U.S. soccer fan. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great, man. I hope, as everybody knows, hoping that they're going to be doing great. Let's see if Ecuador can get to number 1. Going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to seeing more.
I am too, and I really appreciate Patrick for having me. Well, I mean, I'm a member now, but you know, this is the CEO of the podcast right here, the OG founder.
Ya tú sabes la onda, bro. Quitamos. Activo.
But I hope everyone has a good night. We'll see y'all soon.
Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Got more heat coming in. Thank you, guys. Have a great one.